welcome to GEISELSBERG for episode 1 with me, MrSealyp. And so it begins. A new challenge, a new place. I left Lipinki and said I was offered a job. I'm going to be a farm hand, not a farm manager. I'm going to be working for somebody else. I'm working for Papa's Farms, or Papa Farms, and we're in GEISELSBERG in Germany. I bought 50 of my pigs with me from Lipinki, and they are here in the pig barn. It's not really a pigsty, but I suppose yeah, pigsty, pig barn. They've got a little bit of feed, not very much. We had some straw delivered, but it was put here. So that's got to be put in. They've got no water either. I'm going to need to sort that out. But I do have jobs to do, and that's the thing. Like I say, this isn't going to be kind of my decision what happens, in a way. As I've already mentioned, we are going to be running subscriber contracts, if I don't get hit by a car first and end the series on the first episode. We are running subscriber contracts on this map, on this Let's Play. It's going to be governed by you guys, what you send in. It will be governed by what my boss decides I'm going to be doing. As I've already mentioned, with subscriber contracts, we will not be doing all the contracts. Just can't do them all. We will be picking and choosing which ones we do. Some will be randomly picked, some will be picked because I like the look of them. If you don't know what subscriber contracts are, I'll put a link up. Will pop up now. You can go over. I did a video on what they are and what it entails. If you want to submit a subscriber contract, you can do it in the comments on YouTube. You can send me a direct message on Twitter. You can send me a Facebook message, whichever way you want to do it. And they all kind of get compiled. And then we start looking at what we're going to do. We have got 200,000 in the bank, that's all. We do have a couple of bits of machinery, but not very much. And here's the twist on this. This is why this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Not only am I doing subscriber contracts on here, working for somebody else, we're going to be doing this with a kind of modern-ish twist. We're going to be trying to use modern-styled machinery, things that are supposed to be, you know, all super-duper and whiz-bangy and really cool. So what we do have is a Syntrack. We've got a couple of attachments, but not much. We've got a couple of the standard attachers, which are 3-point links. We do have a fertiliser spreader, because we're going to need that for the first job we've got to do. And we have got the elephant loader, the kind of front loader. So we've got that. That's going to be our main workhorse, our main tractor. We do have some equipment over at the farm, which we're going to go and have a look at in a moment. But realistically, we haven't got very much. Now, we have got a contract, an in-game contract, and I am going to be mixing in-game contracts. I have to, because we're going to need to make some money. We've got a fertilising job on Field 10. I have no idea where Field 10 is. I'm going to have to have a look at that. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to get this in track, and we're going to start off. I mean, that's just the best way of doing this is just crack on. So I'm going to stick a front link on the front, I think, just for the time being. Then we can start transporting equipment over to the farm. Let's open the cover, drop this down. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll swing around and we'll hook the fertiliser spreader on the back. We are going to need some fertiliser, obviously. If we're going to do a contract, then we'll head over to the farm, we'll see what we've got. This is kind of, I say the setting up. I've done a little bit of setting up, obviously off screen, you have to. But, for all intents and purposes, no, not that one. I've got to make sure I go onto the right piece of machinery. There we go, let's raise that up. Go to the front link, I can raise those up out of the way. Fantastic. Where's the store bit? Is that around the front? That might be mildly... I will do it for me in cab. This thing is all super duper, so let's just go on our tablet, shall we? Right, so we want fertiliser. So yeah, I'm going to be finishing off the Washo Let's Play. I've still got more episodes to do, but we are going to be finishing it off. This is the new Let's Play. There will be a second Let's Play. I normally run 2 at a time. At the moment I've only been doing 1, and with lots of stuff going on, it's been in all honesty quite tricky to keep up with everything, but It's all good. Shall I buy? I'll get 2 of those. So I'm already spending money, but what can you do? Right, switch to the back. Open that. Fantastic. I haven't really used this in anger yet. I did the kind of guide to on it, and I really liked it. Read the brochures, so to speak. And like I say, that's the challenge. We're going to be using this with various attachments and things, just to see, you know, is it a kind of versatile workhorse that we can use for all different jobs. We may get part way through using it and decide, you know what, actually, it's not as good as we thought. I think with the high horsepower and stuff, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be cool choosing something different. We'll have a look at the equipment we've got on the farm as well. I did say that. We're going to check that. But the first thing we've got to do now, I think, is actually find field 10 on the map. That would be a good idea. I'm new to the area, you see. Field 10. Okay, we're over here. So, out of here, turn right. No, not out of here, turn right. Hang on. Oh yes, right then, right again, I think. Is that correct? Yes it is, literally straight round here. Got it on all-wheel steer, it's going to make it quite... Some of these lanes and roads are quite tight. We're not going to be going in for, I don't suppose, massive machinery. We're going to be limited to how much machinery we can have due to kind of restrictions of the map itself. The slot count is still quite high, and I did mention that I was waiting on a possible update. Someone had messaged me and said they were looking at changing it and trying to make it a bit more slot friendly, but nothing has come out yet. I was kind of hanging on for that. This is field 10 here, isn't it? I think it is. That's field 10. Also, the whole kind of, like I said, doing subscriber contracts, it's a big thing, it's a big undertaking, and I was kind of nervous about doing it again. Let's get cruise control on, get that turned on. Oh, I need to unfold it. Of course I do. What did I just unfold? Okay. Unfold fertilizer spreader. I thought I did that. Odd. Oh, there we go. I've got quite a good spread on this actually. I've gone way too close. Yeah, so we'll get this first job done. I love the fact this tracks on the hillside as well. That stability thing, self-leveling, that looks absolutely brilliant. So, yes, I was kind of holding off. It was that kind of trepidation of, you know, it's a big thing, taking on subscriber contracts. It's a lot of background admin and all those kind of things to do, but it's part and parcel, so that's what we're going to be doing. Feel free to submit. I know a few people have been hanging on waiting, and like I say, I'm not going to do everybody, so I apologise if I don't in advance. I kind of already did when I did the video on subscriber contracts. I will do what kind of fits the storyline, fits the narrative, fits what we're doing, fits what the boss says. Papa is quite a, you know, very stern boss, very serious. Actually, Papa is a fantastic guy. You may know him from comments and things, and I asked very politely would he be my boss for this Let's Play, so Papa Farms was born. Same as Jockey Inc. when we had Jockey's Hogs and that kind of stuff on Lone Oak. So we'll get this one done. We'll head over to the farm. We'll see what we've got. Because obviously I've got no subscriber contracts in the bank already. I've got a couple of people who have sent me stuff. A couple of people sent me things, would I do them on Washo, but I wasn't doing subscriber contracts on there. So we'll take them on here. I think what I'll need to do, actually, you know what I need to do? I'll put the elephant loader on the front of this, and we'll have to buy a bucket. We'll go over to the pigs and we'll get some straw in for the pigs. We're also going to need a water container tanker of some description. Probably just get the standard animal one. So what I think we're going to be doing, because I started saying deny and I got sidetracked again, I do that a lot, because of the slot count is quite high on the map already, we're not going to be buying loads and loads of equipment. That's why the idea of this kind of modern modular farming setup, having this that you can put lots of different bits and bobs on, which I know tractors run 3-point links and you can get fertiliser spreaders and sprayers, and absolutely, I know, I just thought I'd try something a little bit different. But we're also doing the IT runner thing, and I was going to show you when we get to the farm. So we're going to be using IT runner equipment where we can, where possible. So a lot of the time I think what we're going to be doing is leasing equipment where we can. We'll buy what bits we can, but we're not going to go mad. So we're not going to be running 5 tractors, 3 harvesters, you know, that kind of thing. Harvesters are going to be fairly small, although obviously there's new stuff due out on the horizon, so we might be getting some new equipment popping up. Who knows where this is going to go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what people come up with. I love the subscriber contract thing because it makes it so much more interesting and in-depth for me playing, because the ideas that people come up with are amazing. The backstories, the cool things that people suggest to be done. Some of them are incredibly complicated, and I often find those ones a lot hard to do, which obviously you would do. But we'll try and make it a bit fun, a bit immersive. I'll try and do a bit more in cab. I'm again struggling. I'm not great in cab. Driving's fine, but operating loaders and things like that, I'm not particularly great at it. So a bit more practice needed there. I've been doing it long enough. I should have got better by now, shouldn't I? Anyway, let's go in cab and look at this bad boy. There we go. Now that was something I missed when I did the first look on this. Actually, what we'll do, let's turn it off. Let's stop a second. Is that the screen on the side there will change depending on what you've got hooked up, and because I've got the spreader on the back, we can change various different things. Because you're supposed to be able to change the width on that. Oh man, my mind's gone blank. Someone did message me. We can change it. Obviously, it'll go from fertiliser to lime, but you can change the spread width on it, and also that bit right there where it's white, then yellow, then red. That tells you your fuel levels. You can look on there when you're in cab, and you know how much you've got. I know at the bottom it gives you it, but it's kind of well, that's annoying. I'm sure we'll work it out. I would start fiddling around with all my buttons on my side panel, but I'll end up turning things on and off, and but we'll all go to pieces. Right, let's turn that back on. So you can see the things are spinning now. Just down there, the fan things are turning, so we know it's turned on. I like that. I like that, because sometimes when you're operating certain things, you can't always tell from in cab what's actually happening without looking over your shoulder. But being able to glance down at that and know exactly what you're doing, that's awesome. Very cool. Get cruise control back on. Now, as I've previously mentioned, the difference between subscriber contracts, the main one I think really, and in-game contracts is a subscriber contract can involve multiple, or will involve multiple steps. An in-game contract may just be fertilising, it may just be harvesting, it may just be, you know, whether it be ploughing, cultivating. Whereas a subscriber contract may say, look, I need 50,000 litres of wheat. Well, that will involve the whole process of prepping the field, seeding the field, growing it, harvesting it, delivering it. So there's a lot more involved with a subscriber contract. I mean, that kind of is a given really, but I think that's why some people don't like them, because it can get a little bit confusing as to what's happening at any given time. Let's turn it back on again. There we go. Because it's not a simple case of, right, fertilise this field, contract done. You know, there's a lot more to it, and I may have multiple contracts running at a time, which again, not everyone likes, but it's what it is. Right, I'll get this finished, and then we will head over to, actually yeah, we'll get the front on this, we'll get a bucket and we'll sort that hay out, no, not hay, straw, and then we'll head down to the farm. So I'll see you down there in a moment. This should bring us back over 200,000 in the bank. Okay, job done. Field is done, contract is complete, so what we'll do is we'll collect the contracts. Completed, we'll collect on that. 8576, very nice indeed. There are more fertilising ones. Oh, what's one more fertilising one? A few harvesting, fertilising down the bottom. There's a few more to do, but we have got other things to do. What's cool on here as well, look. I just found a couple of controls, but not many. If I do open cover, like that, it shows it as open and closed on the monitor as well. That's pretty cool. And there's also, which button did I press? I think it was R1. Was it left stick? No, L1 and R1 and left stick. I can swing the kind of spread as well, so I can go more to the left, more to the right, which is rather cool. So yeah, finding all these cool things. So right, we're going to head back and let's go and is that a mirror? Is that supposed to be a sunroof, or is that the rear view mirror? That's interesting, I can see behind me. Anyway, right, enough of that. So yeah, we'll get the elephant loader on the front, we'll get a bucket, we'll sort out the straw, and then we'll whoa, that was a bump. I love the seat suspension, I love that whole head movement with the settings I have. I think it's brilliant. Enjoy it immensely. So let's get this. Well, actually what we'll do is we'll fill it up with what's left, so the fertiliser tank will be done, and let's get that topped up. There'll probably still be some on the floor, won't there? Let's close the cover. Oh, we've got it all in. Showing empty, but there's obviously a tiny little bit there. Actually, let's unhook this from inside. I haven't done that yet. Switch to main vehicle. So we open cover, which drops the whole thing down, like so. We go to the back implement, disconnect. That should stand up on its own in a second, like so, and then we drive forward. Nice, right. So what we'll do is let us drop off the front. We'll swap that over. Yeah, we'll leave this up here for the time being, I think. Decisions. Disconnect that. Oh, that probably wasn't so good, was it? Because I left the things down, didn't I? That really wasn't so good. Right, hook that up. Let's get the loader on the front. Where is it? And let's get a bucket, shall we? Now weirdly, it's the same with this. I was told, oh there we go, a camera there at the front. Look, you've got a camera on the loader so you can see what you're that's cool. Yeah, so there's a few bits and bobs I missed, unfortunately. It happens, doesn't it, you know. So, bucket, and let's go and sort this out. So, we want equipment. Let's go with front loader. I want something fairly large, otherwise we're going to be there all day, aren't we? Do I go really big? Get an adapter maybe. I think maybe that could be an option, couldn't it? Let's see, we've got a front loader telehandler. Front loader to skid steer, front loader to head telehandler. Right, let's get that. The CSL adapter, we'll buy one of those. And then we'll go to telehandler tools. We'll get a larger bucket. That'll make life a little bit easier, won't it? Now we've got the lightweight bucket, 7,900, or there is the that'll look massive, won't it? What's a shovel? No, where is it? Oh, it's a wheel loader. It's a wheel loader. It doesn't matter. Right, let's go with this one then. Main colour, we'll leave that. That one. Oh, you know what? We'll leave it as red. That's fine. Attach a type telehandler. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, because we have wheel loader or telehandler, can't we? Right, we want telehandler. Let's buy that. It's all more money, but sure it'll be fine. Oh, that's amazing. Oh well, interestingly, I didn't need the adapter. It's letting me hook up to this directly. So let's go. Sort the pigs out, get some straw in there. Oh, I'm having one of those days. You know, all the things you thought you mentioned, and as I drove off I suddenly thought, I could do multiple things here at the same time rather than just one thing, because my mind's fixated on doing the bucket, and then just remembered I need a water tank. Or a water tanker. Oh, this is all money, isn't it? I'm just paying out and paying out at the moment. Okay, well, so a couple of options. I can go with the Aquatrans, or have we got 25 grand? It's not much bigger actually. What else have we got? Oh, IT run almost 8,000 as well. It's not really much more benefit to that one. That's only 5.7. That's 8. Yeah, it really doesn't make a lot of difference, does it? Might as well go with this one. 7.3. You know what? I'm not decisive much. Not really. Rim colour, let's go with... Yeah, let's leave that as it is. Brown chassis? No. Green? No. Let's go with standard, I think. Let's buy that. Now I could have gone with the... there we go. Right, that's better. So, I could have gone with the... Blimey. So many things here. IT runner and gone with a back, which I may well do at some point. The IT runner I haven't got here at the moment, so I want to get some water for the pig straight away, so I can leave that over there with them, and then if we do decide at a later date, we'll swap, I think, and we'll get an IT runner one. If we're going to try and stick with that more modern kind of farming, I've gone for a very old looking water tank, but roads are quite narrow, so we'll try not to hit anything on the way through. I've driven straight past, haven't I? Of course I have. Still getting used to the area. Right, we've got a standpipe there, so what we'll do is we'll fill that. Fantastic. Let's get some straw in while that's filling up. That'll be the pigs done. Yes, I'm also thinking with certain things like this, is this going to go under? This is quite a low building, and is this even going to go in? That was close. I don't know if it will. Oh, you've got to be kidding! This won't even go under. Oh, I'm going to need something smaller, or hang on a minute. Let's see. Bit dodgy. I sink it down the axle. Can I get in now? I can. Shut up. No, hang on. That bucket's too wide. Come on. Am I still stuck on the roof? Oh, we're in. We're in. Just a little bit of a nudge there, but you know. I didn't realise how big this was. Okay, well that's an interesting development. We'll have to give it a bit of a shove on the way out. There we go. We would not have got that in or out had we not have dropped that down. That's a bit dodgy, I shouldn't really have done that, but okay, well we may need to be looking at a smaller bucket. I was just about to say there's no way I'll get an IT runner in there with a trailer with like a back on it because it'd be too high off the ground. That said, this is as well. That was a bit of a surprise. Okay. How much straw do we need? Let's go across one. Oh, not much more. That's alright. And then we'll put the water in and we'll be done. Right, okay. What I'm going to do then is put the straw in, get the water in, and then we'll I need to come more straight on this side, and we'll head down to the main farm. I think that's what we'll do next. We'll head down there, we'll have a look at our new accommodations, where we're going to be living, what we're going to be doing. Right, pigs are done. So what we're doing now is heading down to the farm. If I can find my way. I think I can take a left here. I can carry on straight down then left, I think, but if I take a left here, bit of a detour round. Oh, we might end up going through the forest actually. Don't know. We'll see. It's all good fun. Good way to check out the landscape. So the 3-point, I've got a 3-point in the front, 3-point in the back, the standard attaches, and we've got the 3-point control panel has come up now. Shows you what position the 3-point link is in, and you know. I really do like this bit of kit. I think it's very, very clever. Ooh, all over the shop. Should have plugged in my steering wheel, to be fair. Yeah, straight down here, isn't it? I think so. Between the glorious fields, like I say, we've only got the starting fields. We own one of the biogas plants. There are 2 biogas plants on the map. We own one already. That's owned by Papa Farms, so that's all good. We're coming down to the farm now. We own part of the farm, but not all of it. One of the dairy barns, but not the second one. I think we own the chicken coop. That's part and parcel of what you kind of start off with. Let's sort of spin around there. And in here. So, let's pull up here. Stop the engine. And we will jump out. So, we are at the main farm. This is where we're going to be doing all of our work from. Like I say, we have got an IT runner. It's the 3-axle one, I think, and we've got one trailer back. I think this is one of the ones in the pack where you could have short, medium or long. I think this is the long one, but it does give you options then, configure, so if you wanted a shorter one for a smaller job, or I don't know why you would, but if you want to go longer you can. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I think we've got a harvester and we've got a small tractor. We've got a lintner. A little lintner. I like this, and I think it's very kind of modern in so much as, because it's got all-wheel steer, it's just a very modern, new, fresh-looking design, lots of room. It's not very high horsepower. This isn't going to be for pulling massive loads or anything like that. But might be good for a bit of shunting work and stuff around the yard and animals and things. I mean, maybe that could go up to the pig farm. That would be quite handy for moving some bits of bobs around there. I think you can have the option for a front 3-point link. So potentially we could have that up there. That'll fit in and out of that barn a lot easier. And then through here, if you haven't seen this map already, you haven't seen the first look or anything, this is the hay barn, so you can load your hay in and out in here. So you load it in here into your hay loft. When you want to collect it, you can collect it from there. If you want to do bales, there's a crane. So you can put bales up on the top there on the ledge, or yes, it's brilliant. But we do have a harvester. We've got a TC590, and I think that's it. That's all we've got. There's a jet wash that I've placed. A lot of people said you can't place stuff around the map. You can do some smaller bits and bobs, and this being Papa Farms, Bear and Papa did message me and say you can. It's tricky. There are certain places it won't allow you, but on the grass bits on the side you can definitely get a jet wash in. And I do think we've got another standpipe somewhere. Where did I put that? Oh, over here. There we go. So we do have a standpipe just on the edge, just there. So if we need water around the yard, but we've got no other animals here. We've got the field. Our main farmhouse is just around the corner, I think. We've got a silo in here, if I remember correctly. Drive through. Actually, that's a good point. Have we got anything in storage already? What do we have? Because we are on normal mode. We are on new farmer. I suppose we've got some stuff in storage. Not a huge amount. Prices aren't phenomenal at the moment, but they don't need to be. There we go. Now, obviously, if you're submitting a subscriber contract, if it's something you want delivered, you can have it delivered to a certain location. If you're going to go down the route of you're going to come and collect it yourself, that's fine. Or if you want it delivered to a particular sell point, I can deliver it to a particular sell point. It all depends on what you want to go with as part of your kind of narrative. And you can pay in cash. I accept cash money, of course I do. You can pay in produce if you want to, if you could offer me, you know, whatever it might be. But also remember, on this map we've got two new crop types. We've got rye and we've got triticale. I think it's triticale, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Rye, and we've got fruit types too. Yeah, triticale. So if you want to go down the route of having a rye crop or a triticale, because I haven't done either of those crops before, we could do that if you want to do that. So have a think about it. Yeah, what kind of things you want to see? Just looking at my new surroundings. It's funny when you start in a new area, when you move to a new area, everything's new and fresh, and you kind of takes a little while to get used to where everything is. Then after you've been on it a while, it just becomes so familiar. You're so used to everything. Then when you move on, it feels odd moving again. You know, it's a peculiar thing. How you get kind of attached to certain things. So we've got chickens here. So we could do chickens if you know, if anyone wants to go down the chicken route. There's plenty of forestry to be done. So if you want wood chips, you want logs, lumber. Yeah, there are so many options available for whatever you want. Obviously, don't go mad. Don't ask me for 600 cows or something like that. You know, that's going to take a while, a long while. So, I think, just trying to think now, what we got? Nothing else in here, is there? No, that's it. That's all the equipment we've got. We haven't got very much, actually. I may have bitten off more than I can chew with this. I've accepted a new job. I've moved to a new location. I'm in a new place, and it's unfamiliar. We've got a couple of nice bits of machinery, but we don't have very much machinery. We are going to start off leasing. I'm not going to have the money to buy equipment to start off with. It's going to be an interesting one. It really is. What field do we own? Let's have a look. We're down the bottom here, aren't we? What do we own? Field 45, which we've got some wheat in. I suppose I could get in. How's that looking for growth? Is that ready to harvest? No, it's still growing. So I suppose soil composition. Oh, we've got ploughing turn on. Okay, so we could have ploughing contracts as well. Bit of ploughing. It's going to need ploughing. I assume it's going to need lime if I turn that off. Yes, if I turn that off. It's got no fertilising either, so I could fertilise it. And I didn't bring the fertiliser down with me, did I, Sue? I could certainly get on with that. It's not ready to harvest yet, but I could go and grab the fertiliser spreader, stick some fertiliser on our own field. At least it will give me a little bit of income. So, let's start her up. Drop off one of these attachments. I'll go back and pick up the fertiliser spreader and I'll get on with that. Make sure I disconnect the correct one. Fantastic. Right, well then. I think we will call it a day on episode 1. We are here. We have begun. We have a challenge ahead of us. I have a challenge ahead of me, whichever way you want to look at it. I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. We are open for business. Me working for Papa Farms. Welcome your business. And we look forward to seeing what you come up with. Fantastic. Get submitting. We'll see what interesting directions our life goes from here. It's going to be a fun one, regardless of what we do, I think. I do like this map a lot. I do like the area. It's fantastic. Lovely landscape. Not everyone's cup of tea. I know subscriber contracts aren't everyone's cup of tea, but still farm work, still jobs. It's just a little bit different, that's all. So, we've come to the end of this episode. Episode 1 on GEISELSBERG. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.